Hi, my name is Steve Beatty, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the gamified English 466 course that I developed along with Becca Verna. And the way this happened was Becca came to me with the idea of asking me, hey, how would you like to do something a little bit different with your course? Which of course piqued my interest. And she said, I've got this notion about gamifying a course. And the more I heard about it, the more interesting I thought it was. The idea would be that we would insert questions, study clue questions, into the course material for the students. And the students then, if they were able to correctly answer the study clue question, actually unlocked a clue for a final exam question. And our hope, of course, was that we would improve student performance, but also improve student engagement and motivation. In this course, each week we study a different international film. The students watch the film. There are other resources that we provide to them, including an interview or interviews with the director, scholarly articles about the film, and film reviews. And so what we decided to do was insert a question each week in a different area. So it wouldn't be consistently in one area. One week it might be in the interview area, another week in the scholarly article area, etc. As you can see here, this was an interview with the director, and you see down there where it says click here to unlock study clue number 4. The student does that, and it takes them then to a study clue question. What we tried to do here, and we kind of bounced different ideas around. One would be, do we let the students just retake the quiz over and over again? Do we let them have an unlimited amount of time to answer the quiz question? And ultimately we decided no, we were going to limit them to 5 minutes and to one try. My rationale here was that I wanted the game, to be meaningful, and I thought that letting them do it over and over again made it less meaningful. The idea really is that I want them to engage with the material. If they engage and read the material, watch the interview, then the question should be relatively easy to answer. However, if they're not doing that, then the question is difficult to answer, and that's the idea. We want them engaged with the material. Once they correctly answer the question, then a clue comes up. And we tried to be a little creative with the clues too. Sometimes we would have a visual clue, such as this one. Sometimes it would unlock a little video. And so here I'm recording a little video response for them to watch that would, again, help them really provide an answer for a final exam question. We set this up using a Path Builder. And at the end of the class, we took a survey because we were really curious to see what the students thought of this experiment. And the response was overwhelmingly favorable. Of course, I have to say, out of a class size of 35, we've got 12 respondents, but that's not unusual as far as getting students to respond. However, as you can see from the results here, overwhelmingly favorable. One thing that I did find interesting, and something that I'm interested in following up more on, is that I would have thought that every single student would attempt to answer a study clue question each week. To my surprise, that did not happen. There were many students who never even tried a study clue question. And I would put out reminders, of course, that study clue questions are due at this point, and they had to answer it during that week. They couldn't save up and at the end of the semester try and do them all at once. So I kind of like this information for a couple of different reasons. One, if I have a student who is, let's say, arguing about their grade or trying to say that, they deserve the higher of 2 grades, it's very easy for me to go back and say, well, if you might have tried the study clue questions, which amounted to somewhere between 10 to 12% of the final exam, you'd probably have that higher grade. And so it gives you a good indication of sort of the effort a student is putting in the course as well. We hope to continue this research by comparing a class that has study clue questions with a class that does not. And we need to get IRB permission in order to do this. And I'm also interested in going beyond the single study clue question to maybe something more like a sort of Jeopardy approach, something that would build upon even more questions for them. And again, my hope is that by gamifying the course, we further engage the student in wanting to be on the course site, in wanting to review the course material, and making it fun. So if you're interested, I highly recommend taking a gamified approach to your course.